Time is not a river flowing in one direction. It never was. This is the first lie they taught you, and it's the foundation of every limitation you've ever accepted about yourself. Right now, as you listen to these words, you exist in what physicists call the eternal now, the past you remember. It's a neural reconstruction happening in this moment. The future you fear or anticipate. It's a projection your brain is creating right now in this instant. Einstein proved this over a century. Time is relative. It bends, it stretches, it contracts. What you call yesterday and tomorrow are simply different coordinates in space-time. No more real than the concept of north or south in empty space. But here's what changes everything. If time isn't linear, then your story about yourself isn't either. That failure from 5 years ago, it's not behind you, it's not in your past. It's a coordinate in space-time that you're choosing to visit right now with your consciousness. That version of yourself you dream of becoming. It's not in the future. It exists right now, in this moment, as a quantum possibility waiting to collapse into reality through your observation and choice. Neuroscientists have discovered something remarkable. Your brain doesn't distinguish between memory and imagination. When you remember something, the same neural networks fire as when you imagine something. Your brain is literally creating your past and future in real time. This means every moment you spend reliving old wounds, you're not remembering the past year, creating it. Every second you spend in anxiety about tomorrow, you're not preparing for the future, you're constructing it. The mystics knew this. They called it the eternal now. Quantum physicists call it the block universe, a four-dimensional space-time where all moments exist simultaneously. Your consciousness is the needle on the record player of existence, and you get to choose which groove to follow. This is why meditation works. This is why visualization changes your life. This is why people can heal from trauma instantly while others carry it for decades. You're not stuck in time, you're stuck in a story about time. The breakthrough happens when you realize you are not traveling through time. Time is traveling through you. You are the constant. You are the observer. You are the eternal now experiencing itself from different angles. Stop trying to fix your past. Stop trying to control your future. Both are illusions created by a mind that doesn't understand its own power. You are not a victim of time, you are the author of it. In this moment, you can choose which timeline to activate. In this moment, you can decide which version of yourself to embody. In this moment, you can step out of the story of linear time and into the reality of infinite possibility. The clock on your wall is not your master. The calendar on your desk is not your prison. They are tools, nothing more. You are the one who gives them meaning, and you are the one who can take that meaning away. Your life is not a sequence of events. It's a series of choices about which events to make real through your attention and intention. Time is not happening to you, you are happening to time. Your subconscious mind is not some mysterious basement filled with repressed memories and hidden desires. That's the greatest misunderstanding of the century, and it's keeping you powerless. Your subconscious is not unconscious, it's hyperconscious. It's processing 11 million bits of information per second while your conscious mind struggles with 40. It's not hiding from you, you're hiding from it. Here's what neuroscience has revealed. What you call your subconscious is actually a vast network of automated programs running in parallel processing systems throughout your brain and body. These programs were written by your experiences, your environment, your genetics, and your choices. But here's the revelation that changes everything. These programs are not fixed. They're not permanent. They're not even yours. They're simply patterns of neural firing that have become habitual through repetition. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, every action you take is creating new neural pathways and strengthening existing ones. Your subconscious is not a storage unit. It's a living, breathing, constantly updating system that responds to your conscious input in real time. The reason you feel like you're fighting against yourself is because you're trying to override programs with willpower instead of rewriting them with awareness. You're trying to force change from the 40-bit conscious mind. instead of partnering with the 11 million-bit subconscious system. This is why affirmations often fail. This is why motivation fades. This is why you can know exactly what you need to do, but still not do it. You're speaking to your subconscious in a language it doesn't understand, the language of words and concepts, instead of its native languages, emotion, repetition, and embodied experience. Your subconscious doesn't speak English. It speaks chemistry. It speaks frequency. It speaks cellular memory. It speaks the language of what you repeatedly feel, not what you occasionally think. When you're anxious, your subconscious isn't betraying you, it's protecting you based on outdated programming. When you procrastinate, it's not self-sabotage, it's conflict between incompatible programs. When you feel stuck, it's not weakness, it's the natural result of running old software on new hardware. But here's your power. You can reprogram these systems, not through force, but through understanding. Not through fighting, but through integration. Not through suppression, but through conscious collaboration. The key is to stop treating your subconscious as an enemy and start treating it as the world's most sophisticated biocomputer that happens to be under your direction. You are not at war with your subconscious. You are its programmer, every time. You choose a different response to an old trigger, you're rewriting code. Every time you feel gratitude instead of lack, you're updating your operating system. Every time you act from love instead of fear, you're installing new software. Your subconscious is not your master, it's your greatest ally. Not your limitation, it's your liberation. It's not working against you, it's working with outdated instructions. The moment you realize you are not controlled by your subconscious, but in constant communication with it, everything changes. You stop being a victim of your programming and become the programmer of your experience. Your subconscious mind is not a dark basement, it's a quantum computer running on biological hardware. It's not hiding your power, it's your power. The question is not how to overcome it, but how to consciously direct it. You are not fighting your subconscious. Are awakening to the fact that you and your subconscious are one system. And you, the conscious observer, are the director of that system. Stop trying to bypass your subconscious. Start learning to speak its language. Stop trying to overpower it. Start learning to partner with it. You are not separate from your subconscious mind. You are its conscious expression, the self you think. You are doesn't exist. The personality you defend, the identity you protect, the character you play, it's all a construction. A story, a hologram created by consciousness to experience itself. Neuroscientists have been searching for the self in the brain for decades. They've mapped every neuron, scanned every region, analyzed every network. The result? There is no central command center. There is no little person inside your head making decisions. What you call you is actually a collection of processes, a symphony of neural networks, dynamic pattern of electrical and chemical activity that creates the illusion of a unified experience. You are not a thing, you are a process. You are. Not a noun, you are a verb. Buddhism figured this out 2,500 years ago. They called it unatta, no self. What they discovered through meditation, science has now proven through brain imaging, the self is a persistent illusion created by the brain's storytelling mechanisms. But here's where it gets interesting. The fact that the self is an illusion doesn't make it meaningless. It makes it infinitely powerful. If the self is constructed, then it can be reconstructed. If identity is created, then it can be recreated. If you are a story, then you can rewrite the story. This is why identity level change is possible. This is why people can transform completely. This is why you can become someone entirely different while still being you. You're not changing who you are. You're changing which version of the story you're telling and believing. The person you were yesterday was real. The person you are today is real. The person you'll be tomorrow is real. But none of them are permanent. None of them are fixed. None of them are the true you, because there is no true you to find. You are not discovering yourself, you are creating yourself, moment by moment, choice by choice, story by story. Every time you identify with a thought, you're voting for a version of yourself. Every time you act from a belief, you're reinforcing a character. Every time you choose a response, you're authoring your identity. This is both terrifying and liberating. terrifying because it means you have no solid ground to stand on, no fixed identity to hide behind, no permanent self to blame or praise. It's liberating because it means you are not stuck with who you think you are. The anxiety you feel about finding yourself is based on a false premise. There is no self to find. There are only selves to create. The depression that comes from not knowing who you are is based on a misunderstanding. You are not a mystery to be solved. You are a masterpiece to be painted. Your personality is not your prison, it's your paintbrush. Your character is not your cage, it's your canvas. Your identity is not your limit, it's your laboratory. The moment you stop trying to defend a self that doesn't exist and start consciously creating the self you want to experience, changes. You stop being a victim of your personality and become the artist of your identity. This is why some people can change overnight, while others remain stuck for decades. The ones who change understand that they are not changing themselves, they are changing which self they choose to embody. You are not your thoughts. You are the space in which thoughts arise. You are not your emotions. You are the awareness that experiences emotions. You are not your body. You are the consciousness that inhabits the body. You're not your story. You are the author of the story. The self is an illusion, but it's your illusion. You created it, you maintain it, and you can recreate it. You are not trapped in an identity. You are the creator of identity. Stop trying to find yourself. Start creating yourself. Stop trying to be authentic to some imaginary true self. Start being authentic to the self you consciously choose to become. You are not a person having a spiritual experience. You are spiritual consciousness having a personal experience. And that experience is entirely up to you. There's a loop running in your mind right now. It's invisible, automatic, and it's been running so long you think it's you. This loop is not your enemy. It's your salvation once you understand how it works. Every human being is caught in what psychologists call the default mode network. Pattern of neural activity that kicks in when you're not actively focused on something specific. It's the voice in your head that narrates your life, judges your experiences, and creates the story of who you are. But here's what they don't tell you. This network is not neutral. It's biased toward negativity, threat detection, and problem solving. It evolved to keep you alive in a dangerous world, not to keep you happy in a safe one. The loop works like this. Trigger, thought, emotion, action, result, story, identity, reinforcement. Something happens. You think about it. You feel something. You act. You get a result. You create a story about what it means, and you reinforce your identity. Then the loop repeats. This loop is running thousands of times per day, mostly below your awareness. It's creating your experience of reality, shaping your sense of self, and determining your future possibilities. And for most people, it's running on autopilot with outdated programming. The loop that keeps you stuck is not about external circumstances. It's about the stories you tell yourself about external circumstances. It's not about what happens to you, it's about what you make. What happens to you mean. You think you're responding to reality, but you're actually responding to your interpretation of reality. You think you're reacting to events, but you're actually reacting to the stories you tell yourself about events. You think you're stuck because of your circumstances, but you're actually stuck because of your loop. Here's the breakthrough. You can't stop the loop, but you can redirect it. You can't eliminate the default mode network, but you can reprogram it. You can't silence the voice in your head, but you can change what it says. In the moment you become aware of the loop, you step outside of it. The moment you observe the pattern, you're no longer trapped by it. The moment you see the story, you remember that you're the author. This is why mindfulness works. This is why meditation transforms lives. This is why therapy can create breakthroughs. They all interrupt the loop and create space for conscious choice, but awareness alone is not enough. You need to actively redirect the loop toward patterns that serve you. You need to consciously choose new thoughts, new emotions, new actions, and new stories. The loop that keeps you stuck is the same loop that can set you free. The difference is not in the mechanism, in the programming. The difference is not in the process, it's in the content. Every time you catch yourself in a negative thought, spiral, you have a choice. You can follow the old loop or create a new one. Every time you feel an unwanted emotion, you have a choice. You can react from the old pattern or respond from a new one. The key is not to fight the loop, but to feed it different information. Not to break the pattern, but to upgrade it. Not to escape the system, but to reprogram it. Your brain is not your master. It's your tool. Your thoughts are not your truth. They're your options. Your emotions are not your reality. They're your feedback. Your stories are not your destiny. They're your choices. The loop that keeps you stuck is also the loop that can transform you. The same neural networks that create your limitations can create your liberation. The same patterns that generate your problems can generate your solutions. You are not a victim of the loop. You are the programmer of the loop. You are not trapped by your patterns. You are the creator of your patterns. You are not stuck in your story. You are the author of your story. The moment you realize this, the loop becomes your ally instead of your enemy. The moment you understand this, your limitations become your laboratory. The moment you embody this, your problems become your power. There's a moment in every transformation. When everything shifts, it's not gradual. It's not a process. It's instantaneous. One moment you're one person, the next moment you're someone else entirely. This is the moment of identity rewiring, and it's happening right now. Your identity is not built over years, it's maintained moment by moment. Every second, your brain is asking, who am I? And every second, you're answering that question through your thoughts, your emotions, your actions, and your attention. Most people think identity change is hard because they're trying to change their entire history. But your identity isn't your history, it's your current story about your history. It's not what happened to you, it's what you're making what happened. To you mean right now? Neuroscientists call this neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself. But they've discovered something revolutionary. The brain doesn't rewire gradually. It rewires in discrete moments of intense focus and emotional engagement. It rewires when you fully embody a new way of being. This is why people can have sudden awakenings. This is why transformation can happen in an instant. This is why you can become someone completely different in a moment of decision. Your brain is not slowly changing, it's suddenly reorganizing based on new input. The moment you rewire your identity is the moment you stop identifying with your old story and start embodying a new one. It's the moment you stop being the person things happen to and start being the person who makes things happen. But here's the key. This rewiring doesn't happen through thinking. It happens through feeling. It doesn't happen through analysis. It happens through embodiment. It doesn't happen through understanding. It happens through experience. Your brain rewires through what neuroscientists call state-dependent learning. You can't think your way into a new identity. You have to feel your way into it. You have to embody the emotions, the physiology, the energy of the person you're becoming. This is why visualization works when it's done with emotional intensity. This is why affirmations work when they're felt in the body. This is why meditation works when it creates new states of consciousness. They're not just mental exercises. They're identity rewiring technologies. The moment you truly feel like the person you want to become, your brain starts reorganizing to match that feeling. The moment you embody the energy of your desired identity, your neural networks start reconfiguring to support it. You don't become confident by thinking confident thoughts. You become confident by feeling confident emotions in your body. You don't become successful by planning for success. You become successful by embodying the feeling of success right now. This is why fake it till you make it works. But it's not about faking, it's about embodying. It's not about pretending, about feeling. It's not about acting, it's about being. The person you want to become already exists inside you as a potential. It's not as a future possibility, but as a present reality waiting to be activated. Every time you feel like that person, every time you act like that person, every time you embody that person, you're not becoming them, you're remembering them. Identity rewiring is not about changing who you are. It's about changing which version of who you are you choose to embody. It's not about becoming someone else. It's about becoming more yourself. The moment this happens, everything changes. Your problems become opportunities. Your limitations become launching pads. Your past becomes your power. Not because anything external changed, but because you changed your relationship to everything. You stop trying to fix your life and start living it. You stop trying to improve yourself and start expressing yourself. You stop trying to become someone and start being someone. This moment is available to you right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when you're ready. Right now. In this moment, you can choose to embody the person you want to be. In this moment, you can feel the emotions of your desired identity. In this moment, you can rewire your brain. The moment you do this, you're not the same person you were a moment ago. You're not becoming someone new. You are someone new. The rewiring is complete. The transformation is done. The old you is gone, and the new you is born. This is not a process, an event. This is not a journey. It's a decision. It's not a becoming. It's a being. You're not behind. You never were. This feeling of being late, of missing out, of not being where you should be, it's all an illusion created by a mind that doesn't understand the true nature of growth. Life is not a race. It's not a competition. It's not a timeline with milestones. You're supposed to hit by certain ages. Those are human constructs, artificial measurements that have nothing to do with the actual rhythm of transformation. The universe operates on cycles, not deadlines. Seasons, not schedules. Spirals, not straight lines. You are not falling behind. You are moving through your own unique pattern of expansion and contraction. Growth and rest, death and rebirth. Every setback is a setup. Every failure is a foundation. Every ending is a beginning. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be to become who you're meant to be. The caterpillar doesn't think it's behind when it enters the cocoon. The seed doesn't think it's failing when it breaks apart in the soil. The phoenix doesn't think it's losing when it burns. They understand something you've forgotten. Destruction is creation. Breakdown is breakthrough. Death is birth. You are not behind. You are in the cocoon. You are not failing. You are in the soil. You are not losing. You are in the fire. What's happening to you is not punishment, it's preparation. Every moment of struggle has been preparing you for this moment of transformation. Every challenge has been building your strength. Every loss has been creating space for gain. Every ending has been making room for beginning. You think you're behind because you're comparing your inside to everyone else's outside. You're comparing your real life to their highlight reel. You're comparing your beginning to their middle. You're comparing your process to their product. But you can't see their struggles. You can't see their doubts. You can't see their failures. You can't see their dark nights of the soul. You can't see their cocoon moments. You only see their butterfly moments. The people you think are ahead of you have been through exactly what you're going through. The people you admire have felt exactly what you're feeling. The people you think have it all figured out have been exactly where you are. The difference is not that they're better than you. The difference is that they understood something you're just now learning. You're not behind, you're exactly on time. Your timeline is not their timeline. Your journey is not their journey. Your process is not their process. Your transformation is not their transformation. You are not them, and they are not you. You are not behind, you are reborn. Every day, every moment, every breath is a new beginning. Every choice is a fresh start. Every decision is a clean slate. Every moment is a chance to become who you really are. The person you are right now is not the person you were yesterday. The person you'll be tomorrow is not the person you are. Today you are not a fixed thing, you are a flowing process. You are not a finished product, you are a work in progress. You are not behind, you are beginning. Right now, in this moment, you are at the start of the rest of your life. Right now, you have everything you need to become everything you want to be. Stop looking backward. Stop looking sideways. Stop looking at everyone else's life and wondering why yours doesn't look like theirs. Your life is not supposed to look like theirs. Your life is supposed to look like yours. You are not behind, you are reborn. Every setback has been a setup for this comeback. Every failure has been a foundation for this success. Every ending has been a beginning for this transformation. The universe is not working against you, it's working through you. Life is not happening to you, it's happening for you. Your struggles are not punishments, they're preparations. Your challenges are not obstacles, they're opportunities. You're not behind, you are exactly where you need to be. We're not. You are right on time. You are not failing, you are becoming. You are not lost, you are found. You are not behind. You are reborn, and your time is now.